when you have to grow the team, when you have to replace someone, how can you expand your organization with the right people? And so going through a process up front of helping you really pinpoint what do you need in this job is going to prevent so many problems later on. So what you're able to do is use a simple process and first say, how do I need this job done? So once you can evaluate that, you're most of the way there. And what's great is if you have a role that's a replicated job, so you already have a bunch of people in the role, we can really help you then because we can look at the strengths of the people in the job, who are doing really, really well, who are your A players, who are kind of struggling, see where there's some similarities or differences, and then we can make sure to help you replicate that. But you identify what's going on first and what you need. You look at the job requirements, and then you're able to also do some matching for a direct supervisor. So we can look at compatibility with a supervisor too, get you what you need on how to execute, but also look at the direct leader. And then you've got this range, which is kind of this profile, an ideal profile. What do you need in a candidate? And from there, you can rate candidates, right? So you have candidates take the Colby A index, and we can rank them against this profile and rate them for you. And one of the things that this process does for you is make sure that it saves you tons of time and money on what's really expensive, and that's the interview. We all know the interview part of the process. You're going to take some leaders in the organization whose time is very valuable, and you're going to spend a lot of time interviewing people who aren't necessarily ever going to execute in the way that you need done. So, engagement, I mean, in a way, when you think about it, engagement starts with that. It starts with getting the right people in the right seats to begin with versus working really, really hard to engage the people that are there. So if we can focus on what happens before we even hire someone, then you're already going to be ahead in focusing on an engaged culture.